One of the beauties of reading the New Testament in the original language is that you are forced to look at details. And the details do not tell a different story than the main text, but the details add color to the whole image. The colors become sharper, it becomes more lively. The whole situation starts to live a little bit stronger for you. So when the details actually underline the events that are narrated in the story, then it is easy to see how the big things are clearly reliable, but that same notion is reflected in the details as well. Some of these things, you say, might go back to the author rather than to the event. Yes, perhaps, perhaps not. Let me give you an example. When John the Evangelist talks about Mary Magdalene weeping at the empty tomb, John calls Mary Maria in Greek. And he uses there the name Mary in its Greek form. And it can be inflected actually, and it is a normal Greek word. But then a few verses later, Mary, still weeping, turns around and sees Jesus standing there. And then it is Jesus who says, Mariam. Not Maria, the normal Greek name, but Mariam, the Hebrew version of the name. And that betrays a certain intimacy, a certain personal connection, where Jesus addresses Mary. I mean, she probably was known as Mary of Magdalene, but addresses her on a level that really touches her heart immediately. Now, this is lost in an English translation, where both places it will be translated as Mary turned around and Jesus said, Mary. But when you see sort of the texture of the Greek there, with a tiny spelling difference, but that tells a whole different story. And it underlines what the text always about. So yes, it makes it easier to accept the reliability of Scripture.